Fantastic backcourt facing off tonight in this one, Smitty. Let me ask you, do you think this is a guard-centric league right now?
Kevin, it is. And no matter how tall you are and what position, pretty much 90% of the guys now can dribble, they can pass, they can shoot. We have guys that are 7-footers that we're calling guards. So I think right now this is a guard-oriented league.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Tatum out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the point. Now here's Morant. On the wing, Winslow. He's covered by Brown. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for Boston. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks. The pass to Tice. Back to Walker. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
Shooting two.
Free throw good from Walker. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
Valanciunas, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. He's hoping for a better result in their second game against the Celtics. He dropped the first meeting, but Coach says they learned a lot from that game. He said, "We didn't match their energy from the get-go, and it buried us. That loss stuck with the team for a bit, so I'm hoping for a little bit more fire from them this time around. Call the fire department, guys."
Thanks so much, David. Here is Hayward. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. Hayward goes in over Winslow, and Hayward gets it to go.
Even though Hayward's improved from beyond the arc, you see the natural inclination for mid-range.
Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. Pass to Valanciunas. Drops in the tray. Valanciunas has got 5. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Hayward. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. Stolen by Brooks. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Over Tice. He shoots again, and Valanciunas with the layup. 7 points in the game.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Walker. 11 points last game. Pass to Tatum. Puts up a 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Brooks, the pass to Winslow. Dishes it to Morant. 5 to shoot. Goes up at the stripe. It's hauled in by Brown.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Here's Tatum. And Winslow pulls it down.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Here's Morant. And Hayward with the block. Passes it to Brown. To the paint. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Brown.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
And the pass to Jackson. To the inside. Here's Valanciunas. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And steady improvement, Smitty, for Lithuanian big man Jonas Valanciunas. You look at his permanent numbers, they're pretty impressive.
They are. He'll give you 20 and 10 with 30 minutes a night. But in today's game, it's so perimeter-oriented. Will he get that opportunity?
First one falls for him. Well, Smitty, we're coming down the stretch here. Talk about the mental toughness needed to finish a season strong.
You know, I think you got to have that. Everybody talk about the game physically, guys making shots. And we all know there's some teams and players, they all do that well. But who's the tough team that can get through the tough times? That's when you see the teams that can get over the hump and you start to say, I like that team.
Valanciunas hits them both. And the Celtics rebounding well this summer. From the loss of Kyrie Irving and Al Horford, Kemba Walker possibly a better fit for this team.
And with their young core, understandable that they didn't want to extend Horford out to age 37. A revamped roster, but I think they remain a contender in the East.
Walker. It's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Winslow. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Outside Tatum. Inside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Jaren Jackson. The Grizzlies coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
And the first one at the line is good. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. So he gets them both. Here's Morant, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Brooks outside. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Offensive rebound. Makes it off the glass.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
Now here's Walker. Tight defense on him. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Here's Morant, and it's blocked. They get it back. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Here's Brown, and then Brown with the dunk.
And this is why you gave Hayward big money, not just a score in this offense.
Brooks outside. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. Just 5 on the clock. That shot is off, and it's Boston the other way. Outside, Walker. Back to Tatum. Shoots over Morant. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
Puts it up from 15. Here's Valanciunas, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Being that Valanciunas is 7 feet tall, he is a real problem for the defenses.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And up to this point on the season, he's set a pace of right around 73% when he gets to the line.
And he knocks down the first one.
For a player his size, Valanciunas has always been a good free throw shooter. We won't see a hack of Val anytime soon.
Boston making a switch here. Smart's checked in. Valanciunas hits them both. Celtics trail by 4. Walker the pass to Tice. Hayward outside. Outside, Walker. Shot clock at 6. From downtown, Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
They get it again. Hayward with some nice D.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Now here's Morant. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
And Walker kicks to Hayward. Pass to Tice. Celtics passing it around. Walker with it. Lets the 3 fly. And Winslow pulls it down. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Personal foul.
Smitty, when things get heated between two players, we often see a double technical call. But should the instigator be penalized more if it can be determined who was the instigator?
I agree, Kevin. I just don't like sometimes when two guys get into it and you just automatically call a double technical. Because the strategy-wise, if I was playing Kevin and their best player had a technical already, I would get into it just so I can call a double technical and hopefully he'll be gone.
Now, wait a minute. Did you really? Honestly?
No, we did. I mean, I think that back in the day you saw like Patrick Ewing, for instance. He had a tech. We would just send somebody out there just to see a couple plays. If we can get him thrown out. Especially now, if you just call a double technical the way they do, a lot of star players would have been gone.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Cantor's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker.
The 10th overall pick back in 2015, Justice Winslow has been fighting injuries, but he still has a chance to be very good. Beautiful ball movement, draw and kick. The defense can't catch up.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Clark. Kicks it to Winslow. And the dunk by Winslow.
Not the tallest wing you're going to find, but Winslow very explosive.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Brown dishes to Williams. Pass to Brown. And here is Williams, defended by Anderson. From 11 feet away, he squares up and sinks it.
And Brown is a very unselfish player, always willing to whip the ball over to an open teammate.
There's the pass to Clark. Feeds it to Anderson. He kicks it to Jones. From deep. Rebounded by Smart.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Knocked loose. Smart on the wing. Pass to Williams. Over Jones. And the shot is long. Memphis leading by 5. Out to the right wing. But he stays with it. On the wing, Jones. Clark finds Winslow. Second shot opportunity, and he makes that one. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Here's Wanamaker. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Outside, Smart. From outside, off the mark. And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. It's Anderson with the drive. Count it. And it's a 9-point Memphis lead.
What we've seen with Kyle Anderson, he's a below-average athlete, but has great timing on his drives.
Now, here's Cantor. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Down low. Here's Smart. It's rebounded by Memphis. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
It was a sizable loss, and it was mostly due to their awful passing and ball control. They just need to use better judgment in this game.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And Wanamaker gets it to go. Wanamaker's got his second bucket.
Terrible shot selection, but you got to appreciate his confidence.
Pass to Clark. Over Williams on the money from 12 feet away.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Celtics trail by 9. 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Wanamaker. Passes it to Brown. The shot. Tries again. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got his 4th rebound in this one. Jones looking for an opening. Anderson up top. And the shot goes in. And now it's an 11-point Memphis lead.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And so it's Memphis holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach, Brad Stevens. He said they go way back.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came to my morning workouts and really recruited me at Butler and was kind of the first guy that I think believed in me that I could make it to the next level.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league, while Stevens has moved into the conversation for one of the better young coaches in our league.
And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Grizzlies have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. We've got Williams. He's out there with Jason Tatum. Marcus Smart is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Wanamaker in at the point. Right side, Smart. It's deflected.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. And
there's the pass to Melton. They get a hand on it, stolen by Cantor. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Here's Williams, nails the baby hook. Williams has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Celtics. And here are the Grizzlies. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Pass to Melton. 6 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. There's the triple. It's not going to go for him. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Well, guys, you talk about players coming in and with a huge impact. Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Rare do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum. Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
Jackson passes to Jones. Memphis moving it around. Poked loose. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Celtics.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Or is he actually insane enough to think that he might be able to make that? Either way, we might see him sitting by himself for a while.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. The Grizzlies shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Tyus Jones. And that one falls for Clark. Interesting, Smitty. We're seeing guys like Dirk and Vince Carter play into their 40s. I'm wondering if this is a byproduct of improved nutrition and conditioning, and if that accelerates this trend.
I think it does, Kevin. I also agree to add to that. I think the game is less physical. I think a lot of those guys are taking care of themselves, but when the game is not as physical, it's a lot more perimeter. You can play longer. I'm curious, Kevin, will anybody play into their 50s?
You know, wouldn't that be amazing? That's a good question. Now here's Morant, guarded by Walker, and it's Morant missing. Celtics trail by 10. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Walker. Now the dish to Tatum. Shot from the wing. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Trying his luck from deep. The Grizzlies keeping it alive with a new 14. Second chance shot. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Clark. Morant's got the lead up to 12 now for Memphis. Now Walker, some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Passes to Tatum. Lets it go from deep. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
And really an advanced feel for scoring the basketball. Tatum picks and chooses his shots nicely.
Now here's Morant. He's covered closely. Nice D from Williams.
Well, so far, his cold night from the field has not affected their ability to maintain this lead.
Man, and Tatum gets up on these alley-oops, has a great grasp of when to attack and exploit the opponent.
Here's Melton, guarded by Smart. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. To the right side. And here is Williams. Back to Walker. Outside Tatum. It's blocked.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan. I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Back to Walker. Puts it up from 12. Rebounded by Jackson.
Oh, just incredible that spin. Shook him loose from the defender, but he just couldn't gather his balance there to follow through with the shot.
Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
And Memphis making a change here. Valanciunas is checked in. Boston also with the sub. Tice is checked in. Here's Melton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Just 4 to shoot. From deep. Can't hit that one. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Here's Walker. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists now in this one.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Here's Melton. Guarded by Smart. And it's denied.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
Now here's Morant. Guarded by Walker. That's tipped. Smart with the ball. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
And Walker kicks to Hayward. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Hayward. You know, Greg, when he came into the league, Hayward looked so young. You almost don't recognize him now.
I mean, the suit of armor from his time in the weight room and the hair looking sharp to match.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Anderson, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. And it's Justin Winslow in for DeAnthony Melton. He's off on the second. And for a team's schedule that includes 4 games and 5 nights, sports writers have introduced the term schedule losses due to fatigue. I just don't think that's very good, but it's the reality right now.
Yeah, it is. And sometimes, Kevin, you know these games, you travel a lot. Your legs are just done, and that's when you have to rely on a total team, play more guys. But it happens. You can't get out of this quicksand. You're going to have those type of losses.
That's good from Morant.
And purely from a physical standpoint, John Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight, and few players are more explosive athletically.
Walker's shot is off.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit.
There's the lob to the hoop.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Hayward against Winslow. A floater. It's tipped. They recover it. A second chance effort. They get the rebound. Valanciunas. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Gotta love the big man Valanciunas fighting for that extra chance, and he was rewarded for his effort.
Here's Walker, and the rejection by Valanciunas, and he gets it back. Hayward against Winslow. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
He has gone ice cold this quarter, obviously not helping their cause.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Showing good instincts on the glass. Anderson also showing some aggressiveness.
And out of UCLA, forward Kyle Anderson. Some call him slow-mo. Why is that?
Well, I mean, not the most athletic player. It's his size and IQ for the game, though, that makes him so effective.
Brad Wanamaker's checked in for Gordon Hayward. That one misses for Anderson.
The 6'9" Kyle Anderson has a 7'3" wingspan. A big asset defensively. Not the most athletic, but he racks up blocks and steals.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. To the middle, it's stolen by Tice. Here's Brown. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5. And you look at Anderson. He likes playing with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, he has good ball handling for his size and great court vision. We call him slow-mo, but he can get to the rim on his drives, and he's a good finisher when he gets inside.
The pass to Winslow. Shoots over Brown. No good off the back of the rim.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look. Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the first half. Brown against Winslow. And that time, also a missed shot.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Stolen by Anderson. On the wing, Winslow. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards. Then on Sunday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
The first one falls.
And this Memphis team stakes its identity on defense.
Last season, top 3 in block percentage. They make their stand at the defensive end.
The Celtics making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 58 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Walker the pass to Cantor. Back to Walker. looking to end his cold spell. Nice feed from Valanciunas.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Trying to become a better scorer on all three levels. This time, Anderson attacking the interior.
Outside, Walker. Ring shot on the way. Good as the jump shot falls. Walker's got 4 points this quarter. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Now here's Jones. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And it's blocked. And a wide open look for Walker. Williams. And so it's Memphis going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Jonas, good first half for you getting the ball inside, and you look really aggressive out there.
I'm just doing my job, what I need to do, be active in the paint, rebound, get some touches, go for work.
Always good to see a big man who plays big. Thanks, Jonas. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Jonas Valanciunas had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 17 points and 1 block. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Grizzlies?
Well, they've been playing with some toughness. This led to a nice lead for them, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers. Now they need to stay mean, Ernie. Cannot lose that edge in the second half.
Kenny, how'd you think the Celtics were playing?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Jonas Valanciunas having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
They're asking a lot of him, shouldering the load in a number of areas. You just hope he has enough left at the end.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And Walker's got the ball here for Boston. It's a 10-point game. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Shots good by Walker.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Pass to Jackson. Over Tatum. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Morant. Morant's got 6 assists in the game. Celtics trail by 9. Here's Walker. Stolen by Brooks. And it's Memphis on the break. Morant with the ball. And stolen by Hayward. And a fast break now for the Celtics. And it's good, 2 points. That's 12 points for Walker.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Now here's Morant. Defense right on him. Pass to Winslow. 5 on the clock. Now here's Morant. Guarded by Walker. And it's Morant missing. Celtics shooting around 41% on the night. Now Walker, he's got 12. Hayward dishes to Walker. Over Morant. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Kemba Walker.
That is how he rolls. A prolific scorer. Walker's been calling his own number tonight.
Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. And again, Memphis no good. Celtics trail by 5. Left side Walker for 3. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Inside, here's Brooks. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
Walker the pass to Hayward. Now here's Brown. Brooks covering. Brown kicks to Hayward. Outside, Walker. Here's Tatum. And the rejection by Jackson. Hayward against Brooks. Passes it to Morant. Winslow wide open. He fires. Good on the three-point shot. And now a 10-point Grizzly lead.
Wow, defensively, for some reason, they've come out flat here in the second half.
Count it. Walker's got 9 points now in just the second half.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Now here's Morant, guarded by Tatum. From the baseline, and another basket for Memphis. Celtics trail by 10. Walker with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Brown outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. There's Winslow. And Valanciunas kicks to Winslow. No good on the triple.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
And good that time.
And he just lulls the defense to sleep at times with his handle before pulling up. You can't back off this guy. That's just inviting trouble.
Now here's Morant, guarded closely. The teardrop falls in. Morant's got 10 points.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Celtics trail by 7. So the Celtics called timeout, their first. Smitty, lately we're seeing more deep three-pointers than ever before. Think you could step out to that 35-foot mark?
Hey, Kevin, I can step out there, but the question is, could I make them at a high percentage? And that's what's so beautiful now. You're seeing these guys step out further and further, but their percentage is higher and higher than it would be from others in my era shooting 35-footers. This is fantastic, but I do not want to see a 4-point line.
Some changes for Memphis. Clark comes in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for Justice Winslow. Then for the Celtics, Robert Williams is checked in for Daniel Tice, and Smart subbed in for Gordon Hayward. Here's Walker. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. And let's take this chance to show you the highest scoring power forwards and centers in the NBA since the All-Star break. Jason Tatum on top.
He is so polished offensively in the low post. I mean, even when the defense collapses, he's got guys all around, and he finds a way to put the ball in the basket.
And he makes the first.
And on top of the talent, the physical ability, Williams, just a coachable kid and really picks things up quickly.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Here's Melton. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Trains the three-pointer. Melton's got his second basket of the night.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Walker the pass to Williams. Tatum on the wing. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
You got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
Here's Walker, got a hand on it, and they'll keep possession. And so Brooks will bring it up for Memphis. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the paint, here's Williams, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Just such a physical player. Williams has no off switch, which is how he gets these calls.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And that one falls for Williams. Brad Wanamaker's checked in for Boston. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
The Grizzlies have been a winning team for most of the last decade. Injuries snapped their playoff streak back in 18, but the silver lining, a top draft pick they used to select Jaren Jackson.
Celtics trail by 12. Here's Wanamaker. 9 points in the game so far. With that miss, he is now 4 for 7 from the field. And that one's good. Morant's got 8 points in the quarter. And in his rookie season, Jaren Jackson, the youngest player in the league, he seemed NBA ready.
And already he impacts the game on both ends of the floor. A ton of upside with this young man. He's already helping the Grizz win games.
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Jones checked in for Memphis. Boston also with the sub. Cantor checked in for Brown. Here's Cantor. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Melton passes to Jackson. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Wanamaker. Knocks it loose. Here's Clark. He dishes it to Jones. He's guarded by Williams. Clock at 4. Rebounded by the Celtics. Williams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Tatum passes to Wanamaker. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's his 5th foul.
Oh, my goodness. His 5th foul. One more, and he's done for the evening.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. Here's Wanamaker. 9 points in the game so far. Tatum, that's for 2. And he's back in business as a jumper finally drops for him. Tatum's got 4 points now in the quarter. Memphis leading by 12. Outside, Jones. Here's Clark. He has 5. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Wanamaker. Over Clark. Wanamaker misses. Memphis has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Guarded by Tatum. Memphis moving that ball around. Jackson against Cantor. Jackson kicks to Jones. And again, Memphis no good. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Celtics. Down by 12. Nice shot by Smart.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
Tipped away and out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Here's a look at some stats for Smart. He's one of the standouts over the last month, averaging about 18 points per, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the calls.
Kicks to Jones. Anderson outside. And it's blocked. Outside, Smart. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul. Williams, he's checked in for Robert Williams.
Grant Williams.
1:53 left in the third. The pass to Williams. Now Smart. He feeds it to Tatum. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Tatum's got it back down to single digits for Boston.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Clark. To stop the drought. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Smart. Here's Tatum. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Moves on moves. That's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
First free throw is good.
Third pick in that 17 NBA draft after a strong rookie campaign. I think Tatum was going to be around for a while.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Memphis. He doesn't get the second one. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Down low. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got 7 points.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
51 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Williams. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. 43 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Valanciunas. He kicks to Jones. Got a piece of it. And here is Tatum. He's got 14. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. From deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Celtics. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Smart the guard. And it's Tice in at the center.
With Winslow, physical play doesn't necessarily take him out of his rhythm.
Passes it to Tatum. Dishes it to Hayward. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's the one thing you love about Hayward. He lives at the line.
Celtics. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
When you look back at the draft reports on Hayward, many scouts felt like he would be a player, but never a star.
Morant, he's checked in for Clark. Hayward hits them both. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. And Smart over to help. In the corner, Winslow with it. Shoots over Walker. Winslow's shot is off. And Walker's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. To the inside. Banked in off the glass.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Morant passes to Brooks. Kicks it to Valanciunas. Walker against Winslow. Walker with the rebound. Celtics trail by 5. Smart finds Hayward. Nice D from Brooks.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Out to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And Smart over to help. Morant passes to Winslow. And Hayward with the block. Smart against Anderson. Walker in the corner. The 3. And no good that time. Memphis leading by 5. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Nice shot by Brooks.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Hayward goes in. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got assist number 5 here tonight. Grizzlies have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Hayward against Anderson. Here's the floater. Rebounded by the Celtics. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Hayward. And Winslow pulls it down. Winslow's got rebound number 5 here tonight. High arcing shot. Pulls in another board. He holds in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
Almost every move Valanciunas makes, there's going to be some contact. He just plays through it.
Tice kicks to Hayward. Hayward missing again, and the Grizzlies leading by 7. There's the double team with Walker. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so here's Memphis. Anderson passes to Morant. Now the pass to Anderson. Count that one. And it's a 9-point Grizzly lead.
Way to convert through contact, Kyle, with excellent body control.
Walker dishes to Tatum. Outside, Smart. Tatum against Anderson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Brownie's checked in for Boston. Both good from the line that time.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit, getting to the foul line here in the second half.
Morant with it. Pass to Valanciunas. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
And Valanciunas kicks to Winslow. Brooks right side from past the arc.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Here's Brown. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
And you gotta respect how accomplished Brown is down low, destroying whoever is in his way.
Morant passes to Winslow. From about 16, a rebound by the Celtics. Tice has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. They grabbed their own miss. Brown feeling out a bit. Pass to Tice. And here's Walker outside. Connects from three-point range. Walker's got 14 points here in the second half.
No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
Now here's Morant. He's covered by Brown. Brooks dishes to Morant. 6 to shoot. There's the double team with Walker. Here's Valanciunas. Here's Jackson. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Walker in the post. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Those are the plays you want from Valanciunas on the defensive end. Didn't hesitate to challenge the shot.
Winslow finds Brooks. Here's Morant. He's covered by Brown. Hayward comes with the double team. Brooks outside. Winslow against Tatum. From deep three-point range. And no good. Some solid defense from Brown. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant passes to Brooks. Lays it up off the glass. Now it's a 6-point Grizzly lead.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Here's Walker, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Jackson, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
That's good from Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker hits them both. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Down low, here's Clark. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Walker looking for an opening. Tatum passes to Tice. He kicks it to Walker. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Walker's got 25 points in the game.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Brooks, left side. And it's blocked by Brown, and they get it back. Now here's Tatum. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
You gotta really do a better job on Tatum once he gets on the way up. Excellent at fighting his way through the defense there and still able to convert.
Memphis has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Passes to Brooks. Inside. Here's Morant. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. And that's now 18 points for John Morant. Here's Walker. Still anybody's game at this point.
And no question, this is when you really have to have trust on the floor with each possession.
Valanciunas against Tatum. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Tatum kicks to Walker. There's the pass to Hayward. Now Brown, covered by Winslow. No good. That would have tied it. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. On the wing, Brooks. He's covered by Brown. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Memphis moving that ball around. 4 on the shot clock. Tries it from 19. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaylen Brown.
At the line for your Grizzlies. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Brooks. Anderson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And so he makes both from the line.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Walker the pass to Tatum. Out to Hayward. Launches it. That shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Anderson, it's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Now, here's Walker. D right on him. Brown, right side. Tatum against Anderson. A nice shot by Tatum.
And Tatum's experience in these spots is starting to show. He's never been afraid to take the biggest shots.
Pass to Morant. 14 feet away, and it's Memphis with another.
Working in that mid-range area. The analytics may not love it, but that's a good look for him.
Outside, Walker. Misses off the right iron.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Ball's knocked loose.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Morant passes to Winslow. Got a hand on it, and he recovers it. Yep, that one goes.
Personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Clark, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Winslow. 54 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They trail by 10. 52 seconds left in the 4th. chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Jonas Valanciunas.
And he's had the hot hand tonight, Kevin, no doubt about it. He's gotten his field goal percentage up over 60, and you're only going to get it that high when you're taking good, smart shots.
I don't know if they expected him to have this much of an impact, but the timing couldn't have been better. They dropped 2 straight leading into this one and did not want to lose 3 in a row. Now here's Morant, guarded by Walker. Now Morant. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Shot's good by Walker.
You got to shadow Walker. His mid-range game is on point.
Well, this one is winding down now. Memphis can watch the clock run out. Now, here's Valanciunas. He's tightly guarded. So it's Memphis picking up the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of controlling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. There is a better game, there is a worse game, but, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is take rebounds, set a screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.